let's get the show on the road, ladies and gentlemen. Alright. Let's... There we go. Let me just go get my pork cutlet out of the... Oh, did I forget to plug my headphones in? I forgot to plug my headphones in. There we go. Ah! Refresh that. There we go. Alright, that won't be too long. Let me just go get my supper. We got about 8 minutes before the room opens. Apologies. I was just... Alright. But looks like we should be good to go. Apologies. I don't know what happened. Typical computer playing, Hey, look, it's Arcane! Alright. Apologies. We're opening things back up. We should be good to go now, right? There we go. Alright. Alright, 5 minutes till the lobby's there. Okay, well, I'm gonna put the headphones down for a quick second. Then go get some salt and pepper for my fries. Assuming everything doesn't explode when I do. Okay, I'm walking away from the computer. Slowly. Okay, I'm making sure that I don't break anything. Okay, the computer has not exploded. Okay, I can make it to the kitchen. Alright, computer's still open. Alright. What? Did it not like Defy the Legends? By Kamek? Pre-match interview? Uno? I don't think we have time for that. We're gonna have a post-match interview if you guys win. How about that? Alright, well, I look forward to it, Uno. Give me a good show. Okay. We got half an hour to kill time. What to do? I don't even know what to do. What can I do on Twitch that isn't gonna be copyrighted? It's currently in the waiting room. I started the stream early. I thought the match was at 7. My bad. I'm just testing some video quality updates for tonight. Don't mind the room page or whatever. I just loaded it. Okay.
Many monks live in peace. I do not.
Oh, that looks crisp.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
I see some other abilities in HD. Let's see. How do you level up?
Never again will arrogance lead me astray.
Ooh, yo, this looks clean. Alright, thank you, Mr. Magic. What the fuck? Yo, the Nexus looks so cool. Is this the update? Hey, yo! Hey, yo! It's the Piltover map.
Minions have spawned.
Alright.
Only I,
Woo!
dragon.
Okay. Okay, let's do the cooldowns. Okay. We're gonna have to do some trick shots. Oh wait, we're waiting minutes to do trick shots. Okay. Can we spawn a training dummy? How do you spawn a training dummy? Am I stupid? Toggle champions. Oh! Okay, wait. Where's the dummy? 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 Am I stupid? I think I'm stupid. Hey, yo. Ally dummy. Enemy dummy. Alright. So, wow. Okay, wait. Auto refresh cooldowns. Alright. So, I want to put a ward here. So, the goal is to... Okay. Alright, yo, this looks clean as fuck. Okay. I'm happy with the quality. Alright. Apologies. For the bad listening. Listening, you better listen to me. God, this is tasty. Okay. Well, if there's something you guys want us to see, or look at before the game starts. Uno, you still around? Uno. Well, it looks like Uno's MIA. I'm gonna mic off. Finish my pork butt steak and my like 5 French fries, and we'll be back. On the topic at hand, I may pull up the Mamago. Give me a sec. Where are my bookmarks? We're gonna look at something. If I can find it. Give me a second. I have a little bit of Down syndrome. Okay. Do this. Apologies if you're hearing me when nom nom numbing. Okay. No, wrong window. How can I change the window? There we go. Alright, there we go. Alright. So let's look. Let's look. Wait. We have stats. Jesus Christ. Okay, so what are we looking at? Ooh. The hell is this? Calciac told me he was a good player. 1.82 KDA. Okay, 4 first bloods though. Man is violent. Ooh, that vision score kind of sucks. Alright. Wait, we're in Div... Oh, we don't give a fuck about Div 1. Let's look at Div 2. Right? Wait. They changed their top laner for Yuzu? I have Zazord, Mr. JC, Archeon, Blues, and Hydrus. Okay. Well, we're playing Titans on Saturday. Alright, let's look at Mr. JC's stats. Because I've seen a few of his games, and they've looked great, but... Okay. A 3.0 KDA in the jungle is really nice. He's really good at helping his team out. That's what counts. Jesus Christ, man. This PV Worshin guy? Damn. He bossed him. Now I was looking at Div 3. I see some stuff. Is this A or B? I think it's both. Oh, my boy Alucard with a 4.0 KDA. Vegan pizza? Damn. What happened to the KDAs in DH, bro? Bandito 1.54? We casted Team No Follows win. I think it was Sunday. Okay. Starter's holding up. He's not bottom of the pack. Ooh. Yikes. Alright. Yeah, look. Seeker's KDA as a mid laner is fantastic. At least early on. Damn! Blazing Fire, what's up? Alright. Yo, where my boy Magic at? No, my boy Magic's like near the bottom? Oh, that's crazy. Ghost Nation with a 6.35 KDA? Hey, yo. Alright. Hey, yo! Canadian, well, reppin' DH! Alright. Damn, the gluton bar juice. Let's see about my boys on Plume. Agor, okay, middle of the pack. Johnny, middle of the pack. Alright. Hey, yo, H2O! And Monkey D. Thinkar. Alright. I don't know what happened to Maleko. And wished he won. The mid laner for Nebula is called Jungle Div? Okay. I didn't know that. Let's see. Kalori! Damn, Kalori KDA could be better. Man, Stormy! Stormy, what the fuck is this? 6 deaths? My mans. And Tazy! With a 7.72 KDA, let's go! Well, you need Jesus actually needs Jesus. What on God's name is this KDA? Hey, yo, my girl Nico. Okay. She's not bottom of the barrel. She's holding her own. Okay, well, we checked out the stats. Now let's check out the rankings. So, Maelstrom are 3-2 right now. Wait, what? There's a match that hasn't been updated here. What about DH? Yuzu is 3-6. Ooh. Okay, we gotta pray for Yuzu on Saturday. Pray for the Yuzu. Alright, down here. On the A side, okay, we only have Storm and Bichon here. Okay, so. Okay. Okay, so no follow? No follow and Hellhounds? Okay. Alright, so Gaboubou. Tonight, we'll see. They can't tie Hellhounds up in points. They can match them in result, but they can't catch them in points. They can, however, beat no follows players for tonight. Okay. What about Rivals is 6-0. Okay, Nebula's 5-1. Okay. I really don't know what to do while waiting. We got 15 minutes left. Man, I should have just made half the pork bar. It's delicious. I just won't have time to finish it. Alright, well, we're going to go back to mic offing. Because there's nothing else to do. But I just wanted to check in on the stats, the win rates and stuff. I roasted a few people, and it's okay. Alright, I finished the fries. I just have one more piece. Well, I have the other half of the nom nom steak. But we're getting there, boys. Alright. This shit's so fucking good. Can you believe I was at the supermarket today? And this thing was about to go like pussy that. Or I think it goes bad tomorrow. And I got 2 giant cutlets for like $2.60. Man, I love being a poor person. It has opened my eyes up to the insightfulness that is using money properly. I know we've been live for half an hour and nothing happened yet. I'm sorry. Alright, I speeded up by chewing. So, now we can get ready for the games. Oh. Apologies if you hear a furious chewing. Oh, speaking of which, Super Week starts in 11 days. I haven't had anyone message me about casting their Super Week. I was thinking of sending a DM to the captain of the Chiefs. Because I really like watching the Chiefs play. I'm not. Well, guys, Division 3 starts on the 17th. And Div 245, for some fucking reason, starts the 1st of December. To kick some tail is coconut gun. And you should do multiplex with 4 different games. You want me to cast 4 different streams at the same time? Ah, man, you crazy. I only have 1 league client. But I was thinking of maybe not casting Super Week on my channel. Maybe just joining up. What's it called? I was thinking about sending Mr. Mamago a message about potentially starting the brand with the Mamago Esports. Of course, I don't know what that entails. I don't know what limitations I'd have because I make fun of everyone on the broadcast. They tell me I have to be respectful to people who are running it down intentionally. I'd have a hard time not roasting the shit out of them. But it'd be fun to have casting partners. But if I could split my league client in 4 and have like 4 different pro views up at the same time, oh, you bet I'd play magical chairs with that shit. Donkey Kong is here. Alright, got about 8 minutes before we That was a close series you guys had on Sunday, Samku. If you're still here. And don't worry, I've been casting Blossom since week 2, Samku. And I haven't... I've seen, like, the start of a snowball. And then... Well, I mean, you were there. You saw what happened game 2. And then game 3, they kind of just... I don't know. Oh yeah, alhamdulillah. I'm sorry. Alright, I need to go get a Gatorade bottle. I'll be right back. I need my water. Ow, motherfucker. Ow, penis in my asshole. Jesus fucking Christ, that hurts. Oh, I cracked my thumb. Oh, bitch. Tabarnak. Oh, ça fait du bien, mais ça fait mal, calice. Apologies. I think I bent my thumb on my chair while getting up. I don't even know how I did it. Alright! Looks like the waiting room is open! Let's motherfucking go! My thumb wants to just hang itself. Alright, apologies for that. Here, if you're recent to the stream, I just banged my thumb against the chair while walking to get a bottle of water, and it felt nice, but oh my god, I'm glad I'm not that big of a gamer anymore. Holy shit. Alrighty. I drank some water. Okay, well, it's gonna bother me throughout the cast, 100%. I did not think my thing could crack that way. That's kind of crazy. Alright. Alright. Sorry. Oof. It looks like DH has won the coin flip and decided to be on blue side for game 1, if that's what I'm reading correctly in terms of the side selection. Alright. Whew. Alright, Spectator League gonna be up in just a second, manjis. Alright, here we go. We got DH versus Gaboubou. I'm excited. Who else is excited? Get hype. Let's see some love in the chat room. Da 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 da. Da, 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 da. Alright, looks like we are ready on the side of DH. I feel like we're gonna see quirky bands tonight. Alright, looks like Ambessa is going to be disabled for 2 weeks. That means we're not going to see Ambessa until Super Week, ladies and gentlemen. That kind of sucks, but hey, it is what it is. Apologize, I do flicker the mic when I type. Looks like DH is ready to draft. Alright, here we go! We're starting the draft, ladies and gentlemen! Let's get hype! Let's get hyper! Alright, we're gonna be... Alright, so it looks like we called Child Protective Services on the side of DH as we ban Zoe away from... Who the fuck's the mid laner? Picklewaffy? I thought Picklewaffle was the support. I guess not. Okay, looks like Black Lives don't matter when the Cassante gets banned. Seraphine being banned means that we don't care about them e-girls. Okay, we're gonna ban the crazy because the Arcane Premiere has not come out yet. Lilia's bad, which means Dubs is not welcome on my channel. And we say, the fuck are you to the furries. Alright, we got a Vola Bear band because we saw Pina going off with the insane sustain. And my boy was picking up the queen of the floofs, Ari, in the mid lane. Let's see what we answer with. Alright, sorry. I've been trying to make the Champion Select a little more interesting and stuff. So, there's going to be a lot of unhinged comments. I hope you guys are okay with that. Well, you have to be. Because it doesn't matter. Ooh! Looks like we're representing Joe Swanson from Gaboubou. We got Corky locked in. More than likely for the bot lane. He saw some buffs. And now he just goes Collector Crit Cheese. And does a lot of Emax damage. So we'll have to see what Gaboubou want to pair up with this Corky, or if we're going to keep that in the midst. They do have counter pick, and it looks like Mirko from My Hero Academia has snuck into the Champion Select. We've locked in Aurora. It's time to go between worlds while we're between those hips. If you know what I mean. Badum, badum. We got the DK boss music. We're getting hype. We're getting hype. Alright, the clock's ticking for the Hellhounds, and we're gonna lock in Sivir. Okay. I didn't have anything prepared for Sivir because she's not meta, so yeah. Alright, well, let's see what we choose to pair up with this Sivir. I fear there will be a lot of e-girl bans if Gaboubou, if DH do not lock in their support here. Oh, we've got Canadian Whale playing something manly for once? Damn, that's crazy. I did not know she could adapt. That's crazy. Alright. We've made some stream changes, by the way. For those that do not know, we're now recording in borderless, high quality. If the stream suffers a little bit, we will try and adjust the quality in between matches. Oh, but looks like Damasia's little lolly has come to the rescue. And locking in Poppy, we don't know where it's going right now, but it's really good into Leona, so it could be bot lane. But we'll have to see. Let's look at the bans here. Gaboubou first up on the banning chart since they have first pick in R4. We're going to say no to the LGBT. Banning Vi away from the Arcane Premiere. Alright, looks like another hit to the LGBT. Aatrox gonna be banned away from the top lane. I think it's just Stormwing. And we're gonna be banning Gwen and Viego, respectively. Okay, so a decent amount of jungle bans here for the side of Gaboubou. This could indicate that Poppy is jungle, but Poppy's really good into Viego, Vi, and, well, not good in the Volibear. Well, okay, looks like we're just locking in my main girl, Sejuani. So, this could still be Poppy top, but I think it's Poppy support. Okay, looks like we're looking at Jijao for Stardusty. We're hovering the Jijao. 5 seconds left on the clock. It looks like we're going to lock it in. Okay. And we are still lacking a critical way to engage properly. We have it going. There we go. We've got some team fight follow-up for Pina. And he's been put on weak side. Now, is the Aurora top or is the Aurora mid? Because I think Aurora's good into Ahri because you can hop out of the charm. You can, like, they're both very mechanically skilled champions, but I feel like Ahri wins the 1v1. We'll find out in just a second. We're locking in Set for the top lane, so the Punchy Man gonna go punchy punch in the top lane versus Shen, a champion that can block basic attacks. Okay, we'll have to see if the Haymaker's true damage is able to make up the difference in the lack of auto attacks that Set's gonna be able to land during the laning phase. Okay. And we are getting right into Champion Select, not even giving me a chance. To commentate. Alright, we're speed running the bends. It's almost like there is no chill in the atmosphere. Donald Trump won the electoral race yesterday, and maybe everyone's worried, but we're all Canadian here, so who gives a fuck? I think Supernova Dark Matter is an American team, but I'm not too sure, because I see Cubby. I see Cubby as part, Cubby X as a part of the support staff, so, and I believe Cubby's not. Okay, so it is Poppy support. Okay, I'm interested in knowing why we picked two Dash Reliant champions into a Poppy, though. Was there, can we not pick something like Trundle? Is it Trundle a good answer into Sejuani? Maybe Stardust doesn't play it. We had the blind pick top lane, but it looks like on the side of Gaboubou got just about everything they wanted. I don't know if Sivir is an answer into Corki. It feels like he can deal with the wave and has better poke than Corki, but in terms of the all-out Mofongo Dongo, I feel like Corki probably definitely have more Mofongo Dongo than Sivir Leona. I would have loved to see a Draven, but ironically, the Jhin is almost never banned against Black Wax. It's almost like he's a Jhin main, but he doesn't play Jhin competitively. Alright. Alright, we've got about 2 minutes on the champ select. Oh, we got the King K. Rool theme. The King K. Rool Island theme. Got about a minute before we get into the game, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully the framework is going to line up. "30 seconds left on the spectator delay." That means, ladies and gentlemen, it is time to pause the music. It is time to get your drink, it is time to come back from the washroom break. Now is the time to play the game. All right. All right. Welcome. We're now in game. Look at how clean and crisp this feels. We're running at 60 FPS with 0 ping. Doesn't it look so much better? I can see like the hair wiggle and the ear wiggles for Pickle Waffle and Sensei. This looks so clean. Look at the texture on Brutus. Even that tail wiggle. Okay. So hopefully you guys like the increased quality of the visual representation for the casting. It will come at a tiny bit of sometimes a bit of a frame drop. It looks like we have a late invade from Stormwing and a GG Pina. Oh. The E's gonna fail to connect, but Pickle Waffle's gonna get caught. The Flash Ignite Q from the Leona, and the Q from Black Wax going to serve the first blood on a bloody bladder. Alright, well, DH, very disrespectful in the dance-off. Let's see if DH can hold up this momentum, because the Silver with First Blood is nice, but she didn't get to spend any of the money, so laning phase isn't really going to be affected. Black Wax does have to be careful. The Righteous Charge from Poppy is a pretty nasty skill, but Canadian Whale has her Hex Flash available. We'll have to see how she puts it to good use. Pina and Stormwing are going to be bash bros throughout the majority of this game. I don't think we're going to see much action in the top lane. Can you stop panning top lane? We see a taunt from the Shen, the early level 2. But the pullback from Shen into the double knuckle drag. Okay, Pina worse for wear because the passive on Set is an insane amount of healing. Okay, we've got Waza and Pickle Waffle. Pickle Waffle. Just trading. I did note a little late that Aurora had no flash. Okay, Pina doing really good in these one-on-ones. We've got some heavy improvements from the last time I cast Pina, aka the Weak Side King. Black Wax doing a good job pushing Corky in very early on. Siffer's got amazing wave clear. It only gets more cancerous as the game goes by. It's funny, whenever I play Siffer, I try to last hit him in the minions like they'll be like Ultra Instinct, and they'll be like wah, whoa, wah, whoa. Okay, we got Pickle Waffle trying to poke down Waza. Waza still has 1 potion, but Pickle Waffle still has 2. Gotta be careful though, the mana bars are starting to get a little low. What a nice skin. Yo, in HD, some of these skins are really pretty to look at, not gonna lie. Alright, we got Zensei with the gank, the charge into the ignites. The Xin Sao's coming, but the Righteous Presence, the knockup from Sejuani. Stardust is getting knocked up. The Aurora not gonna have enough damage, but that's gonna be a 1-for-0 trade. Waza getting punished for greeting next to a wall. There's one rule when playing against Donald Trump: stay away from the wall. He'll pass immigration through it. Pina getting some really good trades, but there's a huge minion wave. So Stormwing is doing okay. Ghost Nation.
Take this. Nice try.
Okay. A nice spell shield from the side of Black Wax allows him to survive. Sejuani gonna Q back over the wall. Stormwing almost dead off just that. Gotta be careful. One more Shadow Dash and he's a Johnner. But Stardust, not having Flash, it's just going to Audacious Charge. Into the Wind becomes Lightning with a 3 Talon Strike. Huh? What do you mean? No.
Hope it's not dented.
Huh. Okay, give me a second. Borderless. Let's see. In-game League of Legends. Oh, okay, good. My bad. There we go. Is that better, Samku? Sorry about that. Apologies, I did not realize. All right. Looks like we are back to normal. Looks like we're going to be going for a Sunfire first on the Sejuani. We got the last chapter on Ari. Apologies, I was fixing, since I fixed a little bit of the screen ratio. All right, we've got Peanut taking a good trade against Stormwing. Ironically enough, Shannon not supposed to win this matchup. But Pina is playing with momentum really well, only trading grass procs when he has to. Pickle Waffle's gonna jump away, but the Charm's gonna go wide. The Over Deception is gonna tag Pickle Waffle. And Pickle Waffle's gonna be worse for wear on that trade. Already down about 11 CS. There you go. Got about a 500 gold lead bot lane. And that's about it. This game is pretty close. Pina getting another good taunt. Starwing's counter pick isn't really working out early. At least the money went to Zinzao. Okay, looks like Leona's gonna Zenith Blade in. We've got Sejuani. The Leona's locked up. The Stand United comes through, but it's not gonna finish. It's not enough. And Black Wax gets the flash away. But Ghost Nation has something else to say. Waza gonna catch up. And the true damage from the Over Deception is gonna be enough. And Ajiji's in trouble. Ajiji needs to run, but Ajiji is dead! The Spirit Rush, the rotation from this Ari was fantabulous! 2 kills on the Ari, Stardust stealing away the red buff. Unfortunately, the bot lane lead is kinda gone, but we've translated it to a 900 gold lead in the mid lane. Alright, looks like the Zenith Blade goes out, but it hits an Albuquerque, which is gonna miss. I really love these new turret designs from the Arcane map. A Shadow Dash is gonna connect onto Stormwing, but Pina knows better than to stay in that Haymaker. It looks like we're going Heartsteel on Pina. We're going Sundered Sky on Zinzao. Sunfire Cape finish on the Sejuani is really big, though. The big one from the Corkster, not gonna hit anything. Essence Reaver versus Triforce is our itemization choice. Charm's gonna go wide from Waza. Pickle Waffle's gonna jump in and gonna land a nice weirding. Get an X-Flash from Canadian Whale trying to scare off Corki from the ward, but Zensei was there to back it up. Over to the section from Ari's going to clear the entire wave. Pina looking for another trade on Stormwing. Gets close. The Haymaker does about 200 damage, but Stormwing has about 600 HP left. Pina playing with power MTG knows that something may be amiss. Wards the bush just in case, because Stormwing really needs... Okay. Unfortunately... Okay, is she gonna walk out with a beautiful Q? Making sure he gets things just right. But Waza here with the teleport flank. The Haymaker's coming out, but we've got another dash. The Orb of Deception's gotta be enough. And Pickle Waffle is just AFK in the mid lane. Waza's getting rich. You'd almost think it was Kamala Harris versus Donald Trump. Pickle Waffle's just idly standing by, not doing anything. The collapse into the mid lane by Stardust and Canadian. Well, the Stand United's coming through. We're gonna see the ultimate. And Pickle Waffle's gonna dash away using the hop from the Between Worlds. Ghost Nation going in on this Sivir. Believes he's stronger. It feels like he's stronger. And it's going to win the 1v1 through the barrier. What happened to Blackwag? Such a good early start. Sadly starting to fall. But we've got priority on the grubs for DH. Gaboubou needs to get back. The Zensei lands the stun. Canadian Well gets knocked up. That's a beautiful double hammer. But a triple hammer. But it kind of just saves the squad of DH. Zensei goes down for the side of DH. And a Flail of the Great North's gonna interrupt Waza. The Spirit Rush forced out, but the Charm connects. The Zenith Flame's gonna go. Canadian Well is going places, and she wants to travel the world. We've got Shen versus Set. Just Bash Brothersing in the top lane. Ooh, but this time, Pina just has HP, so doesn't really do that much damage anymore. We got a Gigi and Ghost Nation running up this dragon. They're pulling it out just in case, but Stardust ain't gonna be able to make it. And the grab change was 5-1. So it's good. It's good by Gigi to force a deny on the second set to make sure it was not 6 grubs to 0, because an Ari with 6 grubs takes turrets so fast. But a set with grubs, you leave him alone on the turret, even when he has no grubs, it feels like he takes his turret super fast. So we'll have to see. We got the Righteous Charge from Zensei, and Zensei just gonna run away, finishing the plated steel caps first. We've got first item completions on all jungle mid AD carries. And the ultimate from the Leona is gonna be enough. Stardust gonna come in, and Ghost Nation just gonna get blown up. The Wind Become Lightning connects again, but the Righteous Charge from the Poppy is gonna allow him to just get away. The Frostwing passive from Sejuani going to alert Stardust that something is a little amiss. All right. The Heart Seal has been finished by Set. The Bunny Hop by Pickle Waffle to dodge. A nice charge, but it's not going to hit anything. A Shadow Dash into the turret range. Stormwing worse for wear at the end of the day. Okay, that's the first Heart Seal stack of the game. Pickle Waffle kind of having trouble with his counter pick. This Ari's really working well. Canadian Well going to town on Zensei, but the Bunny Hop in top lane trying to buy Stormwing a little bit of time so that he could get a push in. Weak to a Shadow Dash. Okay, Stardust is here to give Pina some backup. The Corky gonna jump into the Leona ultimate. The double shuriken. Black Wax gonna slay the Corky. Gonna take the cripple to the old folks home. What is Ghost Nation doing? That was a horrible play. Maybe the tiltometer is on, but now we got both junglers looking to fight for this Rift Herald. Zensei is the first support to make it to the objective. The Between Worlds gonna go Haymaker, and Piggly Waffle going to assassinate Pina. But we've got first turn blood by Canadian Whale and Mr. Blackie Wax. But that's Herald over to Ajiji and co. But we're trading that for 2 turrets? Ooh, that has to feel right. The Flail of the Great North is gonna go wide. Sejuani can't be slowed. The Poppy Cup, they're gonna knock the Leona away. And the Flash Righteous Charge into the Wombo combo. The Crescent Guard's gonna block almost all the damage. Pina gets a double beautiful Flash Dash. And Pina is holding the line. Ajiji forced the flash away. The wind become lightning into the audacious charge. DH is getting annihilated. Waza with another beautiful charm. And that's... Is that just game 1? No? Not yet? I'm getting hyped. It could have been game 1. But that's a middle inhibitor. That's a middle inner turret taken for free. And... what a blunder from the side of Gaboubou. We're really going to have to look at this pick and draft and go back to things that worked, because this set was a counter pick. This Aurora was a counter pick. This, I mean, the only thing that was a blind pick was Corky and Sejuani. But like Poppy was a counter pick. And nothing's working out so far. I mean, there's only so much time that you can buy before the game's kind of over, because we've got a 4,000 gold lead, ladies and gentlemen. And the Shen is stacking pretty fast. But we got Zensei and Ajiji rotating. Pina's in trouble. He's got to get out of there. But I don't know if they have the damage to kill him. Looks like we're going... Game pause. Game pause. Game pause. Game pause. Game pause. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Alright. I don't know, the game just randomly froze. There was no pause initiated. I guess it's just Riot being a small indie company. So we'll just have to wait. Let me inspect time controls. Yeah, time has... Yep. Time has not moved. So it's just Riot being Riot. I'm still connected to the internet. Everything still seems to be good right now. So, analyzing what we have currently, I did not pause the game, by the way. It's just the spectator kind of dog shit from time to time. So, look at what we have here. We've got dragons spawning in 37 seconds. We've got the majority of Gaboubou making their way towards this dragon. We got Stardust, who just did his blue and his wolves, probably pathing towards it. But the big problem, the outlier right now, is that Sivir has about 1,300 gold to spend before this big dragon fight. I mean, they are up 3,000 plus gold, but when half the gold lead is unspent, well, actually, almost the entire gold lead is unspent. So, we'll have to see. We are just waiting on Riot's Bagunga client. Game looks to be frozen on the spectator. Let me just check something real quick. Okay. We're just waiting for the game to resume. Let me just check something. No current issues to report. Let me just see. Oh, not Riot. I think League of Legends. Maintenance notification. This was at 6 in the morning. Yeah. Let's see player support. I'm not too sure what's going on. Okay. Let's try reconnecting. Because I don't know what's up. Won't be too long, guys. It won't be too long. We're just going to try and reconnect because sometimes the spectator client likes to... Okay. Alright. Well, looks like there was an issue. I don't know. It always does this thing where it kicks me out of the party when spectating. I really don't know. But anyways, we're loading back in. So sorry if it cuts back to later. I don't know what's going on. We don't really get to see. Now I'm borderless. I can't, like, give me a second. Task manager. Is it working? It says it's working. Critical error. I don't know. Is the spectator client down? If it is, that'd be sad. We only got to cast like the first 18 minutes of the game. Alright, let me ask on Twitter. Oh. That's not even like the... I don't know how to reach out. I don't know. It looks like... Full reboot. Okay, well, it looks like we're back to having no screen. I don't know what's up with that. Okay, apologies. Looks like the spectator client might be a little dead. I can't even see anything. Game is still in progress. They've been playing. Okay. What is this error message that it's showing? Okay. Let's try and reconnect. Hopefully this time it works. Well, we got a loading wheel this time. Maybe that means something good. Okay. Apologies. We're looking into a fix. Yeah, well, it looks like League works. Maybe it's just the spectator client that doesn't work. I really don't know. Okay. Anyone have a solution as to what I could do? Should I just try reopening the right client and stuff? Okay, because they're still in game. Okay, I'll try something. I'll exit out of League. And I'll end the task. And I'll sign back in. I'll reopen the League client. Alright, so apologies for the delay, ladies and gentlemen. We're trying to troubleshoot. I mean, it's hard to troubleshoot when there's like nothing to do for troubleshooting. Okay. Maybe if I try to spectate Stardust game. Okay. We've got a spinning wheel. Are we gonna call it early because the client's dead again? Because this is the second time in like a week and a half that it happens. Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, we've got the lobby for game number 2. Okay, it looks like open the game directly from op.gg. Okay. Oh, where's my leak screen? Oh, wow. Okay, give me a second. There you go. All right. Sorry, you guys had to look from like a. Well, if it happens again, Samku, I guess I'm gonna look into it. I'm gonna try and open the game from op.gg. So op.gg. Okay, so I have Waza's ob.gg listed. So we'll see. Okay, so Apologies if you can hear me typing. All right, we are in champ. The draft is live. We got Gaboubou on blue. Looks like Gaboubou going to stay consistent with the Jin ban. Going to ban Cassante away from Stormwing. But alright, looks like the bans are pretty much staying the same. The only difference is the only difference is the Seraphine was left open. In that case, Gaboubou's support is going to take it away. It could be for the Gaboubou 80 carry too. But the Corki is not contested. Jin is still open. There's still a bunch of things that could be picked here. Okay, looks like we're going to have Varus for Black Wax. It could be for Waza, but I really think it's going to go on... Alright, looks like Stardust is running back with the Xin Zhao. It looked really good in game number 1. Okay, this time Ghost Nation is going to take the Sivir away. Okay, and Gaboubou gonna run it back with the Sejuani. It looked decent when we saw the Flavors of the Great North plays in combination with the Poppy plays, but this time the Poppy is not gonna be available. And this, oh no, not this shit again. Okay. Okay. Looks like we've got APMF here for the side of DH. Not a pick that I like seeing. Okay, we're going to keep the bans relatively the same here for the side of DH. We're going to ban the LGBT members of Gwen and Aatrox. But this time, we are banning Syndra and Shen from Gaboubou. What did we ban game 1? Game 1, we banned Vi Viego, but we locked in the early Xin Zhao. So this time, we're banning a top lane and a mid lane. Okay, looks like we're going to lock in Gragas for Pina? Okay, the blend Gragas is nice. Great answer into things like Jax and stuff, but I don't know if Stormwing plays it. But we'll have to find out. I mean, he definitely plays Bruisers if we're banning Aatrox and Gwen. And the clock's ticking here for Gaboubou. We've got an Ornn pick. Alright. What are we going to pair with this Ornn? We need some damage. Because right now we don't really have any from the side of Jujus. And Picklet Waffles gonna be picking up the Cryo Phoenix herself. Alright, we've got an interesting lineup, and this time Waza gonna be picking up the Awawa. Yeah, interesting kind of Wombo synergy lineup. I'm pretty sure the Gragas ult interacts properly with the Between Worlds, where it's gonna slam them into a wall to make them take extra damage if they like run into it or whatever. But we'll have to see. I'm not a big fan of this MF combo jumbo number dumbo lumbo. While we wait, these are interesting drafts to say the least. But scaling wise, I'd have to give it to Gaboubou. It just looks like a cleaner team. But DH were playing with much better coordination in game one, so we'll have to see what holds. Alright, Canadian Whale is back from the little girl's room, and I believe we are going to be starting the champion select to find out exactly where this Gragas is going. I'm pretty sure he's going top though, but we don't know. Ba-da-da-ba-da-da. Okay, so we've got the backup op.gg loaded for the live game view, just in case something happens. I don't know if that's going to be the case, but we'll have to see. Okay, looks like it is Gragas top. Okay, so we've got no... Well, I mean, if it's gonna be tank Gragas, it's a little interesting that we're pairing Gragas up with Misfortune when their ults kind of have anti-synergy. All right. Oh God, I saw a pause. I saw a pause when it hit 0. I'm scared. I'm scared. All right. We've got an interesting bot lane matchup. This isn't the first time we've seen the Mistral from Canadian Whale. I was really happy to see Leona, but you can't pick Engage into Seraphine. It's just stupid at the end of the day. I really wish it was just something like a Karma or something. I don't know. I feel like early power-wise, DH has stronger lanes outside of maybe top lane. I don't really know how the Gragas Ornn match works out. I've only played the Ornn part, and if he runs out of mana, the lane is one for Ornn. If he doesn't, well, just farming. So we'll have to see. But this could be tank Gragas. If it is tank Gragas, it might be something different than AP Gragas. So have to find out at the end of the day. We got about 40 seconds on the delay. That means come back with your snacks, your drinks, your bathroom break, and everything all in between. Looking forward to it. And let's just get hyped to get into the game, shall we? All right, please, we beg the Jesus ancestors. Hey, we've got a loading screen! Let's go! Alhamdulillah, 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 alhamdulillah. Okay, we've got some very sexy skins on both sides. Let's go, titties galore. I love that Aurora skin, it's so cute. But camera on means that it's time to pause our beautiful music because we need the serenity.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
Alright, so here's hoping that we get to cast a full game. We've got Arcane Comet. Ooh. Canadian Whale's going to take a lot of damage.
Minions have spawned.
Okay, Ajiji. The Audacious Charge used by Stardust on Ajiji. Going to delay both jungle starts. Not really. I think we're going to be starting the little... No, it looks like it's just a red buff start for Sejuani and Zinzel. Okay. Those standard gameplay. Black Wax going to land a hail of arrows. So, we've got Aurora versus Anivia. I feel like Anivia is well positioned to deal with Aurora, especially if you catch her on a hop. It's rare that we see Pina play carries, but it does look like he's on tank duty. A little interesting to decide Gragas as the tank of choice. Okay, Stormwing and Peanut just trading blows. Pickle Waffle getting the better of Waza early on. We'll have to see if this transitions. The Make It Rain gonna do a little bit of damage. Okay. Black Wax dodging the beat drop. Peanut playing very aggressively with his mana bar. Ooh, Waza getting stunned up again. Electric, you're going to be procced by Waza though, so both mid laners are pretty low on HP. The pots are coming down. Canadian Well being a little bit of a nuisance with that MF, but we'll have to see if it translates to something. Because it's going to be like Leandre's Blackfire Torch. Okay. Stormwind getting a really good trade on Peanut, forcing the last of his potion. Okay, the double flash from the top lane. Peanut taking a bad trade, and it looks like that's gonna be first blood for Stormwing. Peanut not respecting the fact that Scuttle had just spawned. And speaking of which, Stardust making his way, getting the Scuttle right away. The double up into Make It Rain. MF does take a hunky chunk. The beat drop gonna go to Zimbabwe. And we're charging up the piercing shot. And Zensei in a little bit of trouble. But the boomerang blade and the beat drop's gonna be enough to assassinate Black Wax, the damage out of nowhere. Okay, so we've got a tier versus a Bomby Cinder. So Peanut's gotta be careful because he's weak side right now. Okay, at least with the Drunken Rage, is able to get a little bit of HP back. But he's taking a lot more damage and doesn't have any potions. Stormwing still has access to a cookie. Once a bit of magic resist comes down for Stormwing, it's going to be really hard for Peanut to do stuff. Okay. Looks like Stormwing knew something was amiss. Peanut trying to bait Stormwing. Stardust waiting in the bush. Oh, Peanut going to get assassinated and the Sejuani is coming. The flash isn't gonna be enough. We've got the Sejuani Q, but Stardust gets locked up and Ajiji's going to go for the kill. This is a horrible start from the side of Peanut. Is this a game 3 angle already? Well, this Gragas is not working out, and that skin, no offense. It's funny, but oh, Waza with a really nice wave clear, avoiding some pinnacle damage that could have happened. Okay, but looks like we're Stardust ceded control. We're gonna be going. I think we're gonna be going Locket first on the Sejuani. I mean, it does make sense. It's a really good item. Okay, all 3 Void Grubs secured by Gaboubou. Okay, looking at the blue side picks, working a lot better here for the side of we've got a little bit of a CS lead. In the bot lane. It's about a 50 gold lead, even though we're like 10 CS up. So it looks like Stardust is doing the Scuttle Crab. We got yeah, but the poor thing is Pina being down 1,000 gold at this point of the game is pretty bad. Because once that Radiance comes out, Pina's not gonna be able to do much. And he's going Tangraga, so he's already gonna be weak. Okay, looks like Waza rotated down to make sure that we got Dragon number 1 for the side of Hellhounds. Oops, apologies. I meant to have my cursor on the other. Okay, a nice combo knockup from Stormwing. They're just trading grass procs, but Stormwing getting a little bit low. Okay, the explosive cask was invested, and Stormwing managed to live through it. This is bad for Pina. Okay. Looks like Zinzao is looking for Zinzao and Canadian Wild are looking for a play on Piggly Waffle. How much money do we have here?
Better duck. You're all breathtaking.
Okay. Looks like we've got the Hall of Radiance now. The teleport almost available on both top laners. A mid lane TP is just being invested. We're going Rod of Ages versus, I want to say, Malignance. And we've got a tier on Misfortune. Interesting purchase, but I mean, she does use a lot of mana. The beat drop's not going to connect. Waza going to force the... Ooh, wow. Okay, that flash dodging both the Between Worlds and the Chain of Corruptions from the Varus. That was a lot invested for nothing gained. I mean, it's just Seraphine's flash, but that was basically all of the team fight ultimates outside of MF's ult for the side of...
Beyond the veil. Take it in.
Okay, Stormwing now putting a lot of pressure on Pina. Oof. That was about 20% damage for free. Okay, looks like Zensei is making the rotation up because Grubs is up in like 30 seconds. And, ooh, Pina taking some horrible damage. A lot of poke. Okay, the Boomerang Blade from Ghost Nation. The Chains of Corruption not up, but the bullet time gonna do about like 5 damage. And Black Wax gonna secure the kill on to Ghost Nation. Ghost Nation not having a great series so far, but this does mean that they cede in the entirety of the prio to the side of Gaboubou for a 6-0 grub trade. We've taken the first dragon, but I mean it's an ocean dragon, so you know, like it's nothing to scoff at. Well, we're gonna play the Ruined King here for Varus. We went boots first, so we're gonna be a little down in terms of 700 gold up. He has 900 gold right now, but it'll be a while before he gets his Blade of the Ruined King. Ghost Nation getting interrupted here. The encore into the beat drop. Gotta put in a lot of work. The Flail of the Great North. And now we're in trouble. Stardust gets annihilated under turret. And the Cryo Phoenix is about to find Canadian Whale. Waza made a rotation down, but it's not going to do much. Pina kind of struggling in the CS. getting bullied. Oh, the solo kill by Stormwing on Pina. Ooh, this is giving me some early Pina vibes. We got the bush warded. Stormwing getting a lot of turret plate pressure. Gonna get about 2.5 plates here. Zensei gonna get caught. Black Wax taking an extra kill, which is nice. But Canadian Whale still on that AP hype train. I think it's just going Blackfire Torch first. We got Waza finishing that Malignance versus the Rod of Ages. Zinzao's a little bit behind in terms of the money, about 1,000 gold down actually, which is pretty massive. Varys, I want to say about 400 gold away from his Bork. But the real big thing is here, there's almost a 2,000 gold gap in the top lane. I believe Gragas is going for a Cosmic Drive. I mean, it makes sense. Okay, Pickle Waffle and Zensei looking to try and find Waza, but Waza's just gonna bunny hop over the wall. The Weirding's looking to come out. It's gonna do a bit of damage to Pickle Waffle. The Electrocute's going to proc, chunking him decently. Stardust just clearing out his blue side. Dragon is up, but no team has motion towards wanting to do it. There is a blue-pink in the Dragon Ward. Ijishi clearing out some vision and poking Waza. Pina kind of just... Okay, the Chains of Corruptions are going to come out, and Black Wax taking a lot of damage, but the Seraphine, well, it's a Seraphine. So, yeah. Okay, first turret blood to the flash invested by Pina. Ooh, Pina with another assassination. It feels bad, man. The Zag finish for Canadian Whale does a lot of damage on this Sivir. Sivir's starting to fall more and more behind. Starting to wonder if this Sivir's even like worth picking. Okay. Canadian Whale,
This one's for you.
Rampage.
okay. Black Wax just having a field day in this bot lane, but unfortunately, you're trading an 80 carry. Well, to be fair, it's a 2,000 gold difference.
Make this pow. Light on my feet. You're in my realm.
Okay, the Between Worlds is going to kill Zensei, and Pickle Waffle's probably going to be able to walk out. Will we see the teleport invested by Ornn? It looks like they just don't have enough damage.
It's coming to
Okay.
home.
Stardust was pathing towards bot lane, but because Stormwing took the turret top, it looks like we're just going to swap the members up. We now have 2 completed items for the Ornn. It's almost a 3,000 plus gold lead.
Better duck.
Okay. No one becomes lightning, hits the Sejuani, but it's not going to be enough to get stuff done for this game. Waza doing good in the mid lane, and Black Wax doing fantastically in the top lane. In the bot lane. But Pina, a Canadian Whale, and Stardust not having the best game that they had in game number 1.
Heads up. Die.
Okay, that's a decent chunk of damage.
See my world.
Okay, well, I'll have to see if this is a Jack chauffeured item for Ornn. Blackwag's doing a good job of clearing the wave. I don't think Waza's gonna be able to, yeah, Waza's not gonna be able to do much to this guy. As you can just... Yeah, putting Pina against Pickle Waffle because Pina can't lane against the Ornn feels kind of bad at that point. But it looks like we've got, I think it's a Warmogs for the Sejuani second. We got the Cosmic at least now for Pina, which is good, but we're starting to run low on funds. Blackwag's channeling another piercing shot. It's just going to go wide, slightly by like a minute single degree. As Gigi getting hit by the Wind Becomes Lightning, gets charged on by Stardust, but with that Frost Armor on, yeah, there's no real damage to be done. Okay, Pickle Waffle in a bit of a bind. Okay, Pina does a bit of damage. And Pina just running it down at the speed of sound. What is this man doing? What a nice momentum from game one turned into just a Disco Nunu attempt. The Thornmail from Stormwing is actively hurting the shit out of Waza in these trades to try and proc the passive. Make it rain in the piercing shot, gonna do a lot. Okay, we've got a Gigi and Stormwing trying to get down on Waza, but I think it'd be a smarter thing to try and kill this Varus instead. But it looks like we're going to seed pressure on the first turret. Sensei taking a lot of damage.
There's no use running.
And Blackwag's unfortunately just gonna get assassinated. The flash from Stormwing not needed, and the explosive cast gonna, like, the turret was the most helpful teammate. The Between Worlds, Ajishi gonna be taking a lot of damage. But that's a 3-man knockup. Gragas just gets annihilated. Pickle Waffle getting deleted. Ornn still alive. This Ornn is a problem! When weak side is strong side, that's crazy! Let's look at the gold values. There's a 4,000 gold lead in the top lane! What the Sam Pepper heckin' frisky donkey are we seeing? Well, that's a lot of magic damage starting to be built up for the side of Hellhounds. Is that a sloppy walrus? I don't know who's the sloppy walrus. But right now, I don't know. Ornn is from the Forged God to the man, the myth, the legend himself. Yo, it's like we're watching LeBron dunk on these noobs. Unfortunately, the gold gap that Blackwag's had built is starting to shrink as the Silver are already on 2 items. And looks like Third Dragon priority has been ceded over to the side of Gaboubou. It looks like we're staying on it. Hellhound's gonna try and prioritize the fact that they can maybe get a few turrets in this exchange, but they're gonna do the T1 move. They're just gonna start Baron. The teleport being invested. A DH forced to leave, and the teleport from Ornn was cancelled because the turret died. Looks like we're sending the Ornn back bot lane. And we're going to be able to secure at least 2 turrets here for the side of Gaboubou. Monumentizing this gold lead. Okay. So, Stardust managed to get a bit of money, but now that bit of money is kind of just gone. I think he's working towards the Fimbulwinter. Once he has the Fimbulvin turret, it'll be a little easier for him to do stuff. But there's already 2 upgraded ornaments here on the side. And Orange just straight up picked up a Koenig Rooker. Wow, that's crazy. This man's not taking magic damage for the rest of the game. And Nivea's also on 2 items. On the bright side, though, for Hellhounds, we've got Waza and Black Wax doing fairly well. But this AP Misfortune not really delivering on what we needed to do. And this Gragas definitely not working out. I did not know Gragas was weak to Ornn that much. But like, Jesus. Okay, the Sivir Wave Clear is becoming a little bit stupid. I think that cannon, that cannon minion was missed. I could be wrong though, but I do believe Ghost Nation just missed that minion now. And the beat drop into the super song, the weirding. Oh, it looks like we're engaging on Stardust, and he's taking a lot of damage. The encore, and Zensei is going to ZenKS. The Between Worlds, just an inch off of actually resolving, doesn't manage to trap Piccolo Waffle. And it looks like that's going to be a Baron start for the side of Gaboubou. Hey guys, so far we've learned that Stardust greeds a lot. Pina underestimates that a tank does damage. Well, I mean, Ornn is basically Cassandra before Cassandra came out. No, that was a no smite blue, but it was close try by Canadian Whale. Unfortunately, she built the wrong item to steal Baron. As okay, it looks like we got Imperial Mandate and Rylai's. Okay, Hounds really want this mid outer. Gigi gonna run away from Waza. Doesn't want any of that smoke. Still has about 2,000 gold to spend, so that's Warmogs plus. Stardust forced to run away because this like 30 item Ornn is here to just fuck people up. The 3rd ornament has come in. We've got the upgraded Essence Reaver for Sivir. And it's 74 AD, 31 ability haste. That's really fucking good. And then we got 400 HP, 37 armor, 38 magic resistance, and 20 ability haste. Damn, that's crazy. These stats, these given stats are kind of insane.
Open your mind.
Okay. We got Waza 1v1ing, but the Koenig Rooker and Shield just broke.
My world converged. Discharged.
Okay, we're going to take down Stormwing, but at the exchange of an inhibitor turret. So we're going to also lose an inhibitor here. Okay, so that was 919 gold to the Varus, who's now at 3 items, but Ornn's almost on 4. So, while the gold lead didn't really change much, it's still a 5,000 plus gold lead. Sejuani now working on, I believe, a Koenig Rooker for herself. We've got Anivia working on the Leandries. I think we're working on an Infinity Edge for Sivir. And, yeah. Things are getting rough for the side of Hellhounds. But we've got that Blighting Jewel for Waza in hopes of having enough penetration to be able to deal with this Ornn, who almost killed Waza in the 1v4. If Waza didn't have flash, he was dead. Stardust, the encore, going to force the flash on Canadian Whale. The Make It Rain, Corrupted Chains are gonna miss as Shishi's going in. The Crescent Guard pushes Ornn away, but now everyone's forced to flash away. And there's a double knockup as Stardust is just going to commit suicide. And that's another Chemtech Dragon given over for free. The positioning here on the side of DH is really not good in this game. It's unfortunate. But if they want to win team fights, they really need to utilize Waza and Blackwax. Blackwax not being Lafaldi Varus means he has to be in range of this Ornn to fight. But, you know, after missing, the Root comes out onto... Ooh. Waza forced to invest his ultimate early. We're going to see Pina get knocked up. Ghost Nation just going to assassinate Pina. Why was Pina pathing through 5 people? I don't understand the thinking here for DH. Is this some tilt? Are we seeing the Blossom effect? Because game 1 seemed to be really, really clean. But alright. This Varus doesn't have flash. Gonna get knocked up, rooted up, and just assassinated. And we've got a demolish charge for this turret, and it's gonna melt like ice cream in a 40-degree car. Another demolish proc coming through. Ghost Nation unfortunately taking some turret shots like he likes the back shots only minigame he's been playing this game. But it doesn't really matter. The Flail of the Grey North is going to connect onto Waza. The Encore is going to extend. And the Anivia ult is just decimating the side. The Between Worlds isn't going to be enough. Ghost Nation assassinates Stardust. And the Cryo Phoenix is going to eat a bunny for lunch. Aurora getting destroyed. Unfortunately, what happened to the momentum? Pickle Waffle getting another... getting another kill, and that's an ace, and we've got Baron up 6 grubs, and there's just a Varus left, and yep, and that's the end of game 2, ladies and gentlemen. The blue team scores an ace, and Gaboubou refuses to sit down, and that's game. All right. Here we go. All right. We've got game number 3 underway very shortly. So, Gigi wants a shout out to his mom. So, game 1, he played Sejuani, an awesome lady on a boar. Game 2, he played Sejuani, an awesome lady on a boar. And the man's been killing it. The Flails of the Great Norths have been insane. You can't see better Sejuani gameplay here unless your name is Yankos from the LEC. Hopefully you like that shout out, Gigi. Cool beans, yo. Alright, so going into game number 3, we're going to have to see a better draft adaptation. We're going to have to see a better draft adaptation from the side of DH. Alright. I believe we have Hellhounds on red. Okay, so we have Hellhounds with counterpick this time. But they had counterpick and it didn't work out. So let's find out why it didn't work out. The Ari ban I feel was like really clean. The Aurora was very hit or miss. We never team fought with it. I think we caught out the Ornn once. And we killed the Sejuani once with it. And that was about it. I'd like to see Waza on something a little more productive. I feel like it could be just better for Waza. And we need to see Pina on something that isn't going to go 0-35. Because he was completely useless that game. Looks like we have Black Wax signaling that the Hellhounds are ready in draft. Just waiting on the Gaboubou League Club. Alright, so we are just waiting on Zensei. Zensei had a pretty decent performance, to be fair, on the Seraphine. Those encores were key to the team fighting success, and I didn't think Anivia could put in so much work. But hey, when you draft Wombo, Combo, Jumbo, Lumbo, Dumbo, Numbo, it just kind of works. I mean, the MF really didn't do anything that game, and I hope we steer clear of it. It's a really bad pick. It doesn't feel... I personally feel like it doesn't do anything. And we've got the draft starting right now. Let's hope that Hellhounds have learned from their horrible draft to maybe draft something a little bit more useful. The Varus was nice, but there was no space for Black Wax to actually fight. He got kills in the early lane, where the Fed Ornn and the Fed Sejuani weren't sitting on him. But the second he had no flash, he was just permanently dead. Looks like we're keeping the same bans as of right now. The same bans from Game 2 for Gaboubou, and the same generic bans that we've seen from the side of Hellhounds. I wonder why we're banning the Zoe there. Okay, so it looks like we're going to keep the bans the same way. The Corki still on hits. The Seraphine. It looks like Hellhounds hope to have a better draft plan. Because this MF into Seraphine, I mean, while it was nice in the laning phase, Pino was so far down in gold that it just didn't matter. Alright, then we got the Viego that was taken away from Stardust. A back to engage supports for Canadian. Well, this is what I want to see. No enchanter shit here. Get that garbage out of here. If it ain't Lulu, it ain't gonna get any snoo. We're locking in Zaya. Interesting blind pick, because the Ezreal was still left unbanned. And I believe Black Wax can play it well. I believe, though, that this means that they're kind of predicting a Kai'Sa pick. And Kai'Sa, Leona, while a dangerous lane, Zaya really good into Kai'Sa. So we'll have to see if the prediction is correct. And my boy is Gigi back on the main best girl, waifu Sejuani. Bristle and Sejuani, the Wombo Combo Numbo Chombo Dumbo. We've got one hell of a jungle play for our Giga Chad jungle right here. So Sejuani versus Viego. Oh, Black Wax gonna stick to the Caitlyn. Interesting. Going to go for the lane dominant lane dominant-ish AD carry, but if he doesn't get ahead, things can go from bad to worse. But Black Wax has normally had the advantage in the 1v1 matchup whenever the supports are roaming. But in the 2v2 matchups, things haven't always worked too well. Looks like we're going to keep the same generic bans. Oh. Okay, looks like Pina has PTSD from that Ornn and doesn't want to get mollywopped in the booty hole by it. So we're gonna be banning it away because the Ornn, the horn of the forged cock was a little too powerful for Pina's derriere. We're gonna see the LGBT superstar Hui, the master painter, represented by Waza. Waza having some clean games overall. It's just his team's not always following up. He's a high KDA player like Seeker, but sometimes his team just doesn't translate to success, even though Waza is rarely dying. Okay, we've got Viger locked in for Pikle Waflu. Alright, we've got a lot of magic damage. What are we gonna see here from my boy, Stormwing? Stormwing is a boss in World of Warcraft Cataclysm expansion. I believe. I think he's one of the raid bosses. Or quite wrong. I can't remember. It's been like fucking a billion years. Oh, because we left the Aatrox open, Pina's about to get his holes widened by a man who wants to fill that hole with them bloody combos. So you best be ready as Aatrox into Mundo. Okay, we've got an interesting top lane here. Is Mundo's HP reliability gonna be enough? Mundo has no eyelids, I just noticed. His eyes are blank. Well, I guess he is a monstrous zombie after all. And that's going to be the draft wrapped up. We're going to be heading into... We don't see the draft? It's up. Oh, I forgot to show the draft. Actually, this is what the draft looks like. I gave an audio description. The draft is over anyways. You're going to see it in Champion Select like real soon. Interesting composition from the side of Gaboubou. Probably just some regular standard things here for Hellhounds. I'm really glad to see Canadian off of Enchanters. I don't feel like it's good for her. And I feel for overall the play style of the team and engaged support is always more useful than just a random MF pick. I mean, Lulu or like Karma is fine, but like the APMF, it just doesn't make any sense. We've got a Battle of the Mages in the mid lane. We got a tank versus Drain tank matchup. We'll have to see what works. And we'll have to see if this Seraphine blind pick is enough to keep things going. We are in Champion Select right now. Apologies, I'm not on my meds today. Like I just woken up from a long ass nap, and I had to get food ready and stuff like that. So we've got stuff settled here. Alright, so while Champion Select loads, I'm gonna go get a refill on my Wawa, and we'll be back very shortly. Alright, we got 3 minutes left before we get into the game.
Here we go, off the rails. Don't you know it's time to raise our sails? It's freedom like you never knew. Any bags or a pass? Say the word, I'll be there in a flash. You could say my hat is off to you. Oh, we can zoom all the way to the moon from this great wide wacky world. Jump with me, grab coins with me, oh yeah. It's time to jump up in the air. Jump up, don't be scared. Jump up and your cares will soar away. And if the dark clouds start to swirl, don't feel a shed a tear, 'cause I'll be your one-up girl. So let's all jump up super high, high up in the sky. There's no hell, we're up like dancing. You know that you're my superstar, so no one else can take me this far. I'm flipping the switch, get ready for this, so let's do the Odyssey. Odyssey, yes, see. Odyssey, yes, see.
Oh, stretch. Sorry. I have to get a good stretch out, which means we get a good yawn out. Apologies if I ruptured anyone's eardrums. But we are getting ready to get into game number 3 of this epic best of 3. We've got some great late game scaling on both sides, and I hope you guys are both ready.
Jump with me, grab coins with me, oh
Grab some super cold Wawa. Oh. Ah. Let's get into the game, ladies and gentlemen. All right, the game is loading, which means we have to cut off our beautiful musical playlist. And let's get right into it. Will DH be able to turn off this negative paranoia they had last game? Yeah, we're going with a little bit of a wintry theme here for DH. And a little bit of a mishmash. Okay, Leona has forgot to buy her items. I'm sure Canadian Whale has just realized that and thus
30 seconds until
is going back to base. We're doing standard 5-point on both sides. Note to self, we've got double lethal tempo, which means we've got 80 carries that want to auto attack. I love seeing 80 carries auto attack. I just love it. I can't get enough of it. But we got first strike on Viger. That could be impactful to the Super Chumble Numble bursts in the mid to later stages of the game. We'll have to see how this pans out, because this probably means this Viger has Cookie Gen Eyes. And if he has Cookie Gen Eyes, it's going to be a lot harder to push out of the wave. He also started a tier, so naturally going to do a little less damage. What the hell is this Leona Chroma? Oh, wow, that's her head that was spinning sideways. Okay, wow. Call me a rabbit shoe muncher, I would not notice. Alright, so we're just going to have a standard farm fast in the mid lane. I don't think there's any kill pressure. Seraphine's going to do her best to peel Leona off of Zaya whenever she can. Aatrox is going to look to proc that pill as often as they can. Okay. Thank God it's Lethal Temple Caitlyn and not something like, what's it called? Okay, the bot lane of DH of Hellhounds getting level 2 first means that the Zenith Blade Shielded Daybreak combo is available. Gotta be a little careful. Okay, okay, that's first strike proc in the mid lane for Vigar. Unfortunately, Stormwing's gonna be missing a lot of CS, but both junglers are pathing to their opposite start sides. Makes sense. Looks like we're gonna have bottom scuttle taken for the side of Hellhounds and top scuttle taken for the side of Gaboubou. Okay, I mean, Pickle Waffle getting a really good trade as Gigi. At first blood, Pina's already dead. No flash access means that he's just a sitting duck. And that's pretty bad. He's already down 400 gold. The wave is being frozen on him. But the Viger is getting his shit kicked in by the Hui. Good thing he's got all that sustain. Okay, Pickle Waffle opting to not get the stacks on the Q for those 2 minions. Instead, just a little bit afraid. Okay. Looks like Stardust took the priority to get a bit of vision. Viego going to look to make a play on the bot lane. Not going to find anything. Waza trying to interrupt a recall, but it looks like we're just going to go back to standard farming. Both AD carries have not decided to commit a back yet. Okay, the flash from Stormwing, unfortunate. The knock-up not landing means the Mundo is gonna live, but Pina being denied resources very heavily, and it's gonna be like down a level plus very shortly. Pina not having the money to really buy much, down 500 gold early, could be impactful. We'll have to see what Aatrox decides to get. Okay, first back from Viego was a Sheen and a Control Ward. We've got the workings of, I think, a Lost Chapter, and I think we're going... I don't know what the Viger's building. Could be Fimble first. Because Viger just does a lot of damage anyways. Okay. Caitlyn up about 2 waves currently. It's a bad matchup for Xayah, but we'll have to see. Aatrox getting a reset with 1500 gold. We'll have to see what this Aatrox is going for. I want to see a bit more of a bruiser-ish Aatrox, but we'll see. Looks like we're getting a Sundered Sky Aatrox, which is nice. I like that item. Well, it looks like Sundered Sky for now. I don't know. It could be something else. But it looks like we've got the standard Zeke start for Sejuani. The AD carries have yet to get a back in. Okay, those sex chains are starting to do a lot of damage to poor Pina. Doesn't have much money. Alright. Scoreboard down for a little bit. It looks like we've got priority access to grubs on blue side once again. It's dangerous to just give up grubs, but when you don't have a top laner, it's a little hard to play the game. So far, Pina being the recipient of a lot of beautiful Aatrox sweet spot combos. I can understand why this Aatrox was perma-banned in the first 2 games with no hesitation. I wonder why it was left open. I'm surprised Pina isn't playing something that answers this Mundo, but I guess They want Pina on a tank because the Gragas really didn't do anything last game. And I think Pina was playing the Ornn in game 1. Now he was playing the Shen. Alright, the maximum dosage coming out from Pina is really big because now that the pill was popped, if Pina tries to get close, the World Ender might be enough to just kill Pina. Actually, Pina is half health. Just going to be farming with the Infected Cleaver. The wave is pushing into Stormwing, so that is bad. And there's a level lead top lane. Okay. Looks like Stardust is going to be taking advantage by getting a few camps on the opposite side. I think Gigi read that and is going to take the Raptors in exchange. We've got a decent CS lead here for the Caitlyn. We'll have to see if it's enough, because right now it's looking like a massive top diff is forming. Mundo just hit level 7, but down about 16 CS, and it looks like he's going to be down a lot more soon. If Stormwing plays this right and dodges these cleavers...
The sky opens.
Okay, the Eclipse going to land. Stardust getting the beat drop. Unfortunately, not going to be able to find much, but that's Zensei dead once again to a gank, and this time the recipient is the Caitlyn. Last time, Blackwax was off to a beautiful start, but unfortunately didn't have any room to play once he had a lead. We'll have to see. It looks like we are going Fimbulvinter on the Viger.
As expected. There's no use.
Okay, the Flash and Cleanse invested by Caitlyn. Not respecting the Sejuani, punished by losing a lot of summoners. They do get a plate though. The Sejuani ult is pretty low cooldown to be fair, so. Okay, we've got second grub spawn in just a minute here. We're gonna have to see if Stardust is gonna make his way towards it, because from the looks of it, Pina being down about 1,000 gold really sucks, but Waz is up about 600, so.
My sights. I never.
But it is a completed item for Sejuani to just a component here. Okay, Pina taking another really big beating. The bot lane now for the side of we're rotating. The Caitlyn looks to be just going bot lane. TP invested by Pina. Waza roaming up, first to roam into the river. Viego is going to clear the Scryer's Bloom to get the vision. Gigi not caught on vision. But the Encore's coming out.
Medicine time!
A gift from the
Hey, Pickle Waffle picking up that double kill. Sorry. And Pina just going to die here once again. Ashishi, Ghost Nation getting zoned out by Black Wax though, so that was a pretty bad team fight for the side of DH, unfortunately, giving up double big grub rotation and losing a lot of members. Stardust being so close, but not having enough gas in the tank. Was chasing Gigi. But was not having the firepower needed. Finish his first item. So, and Caitlyn going with the new Ixtal. Essentially, every time you crit, you gain attack speed, procs once every... And every auto attack gives you extra percentage crits. Crit chance. So we'll have to see. But we got the Eclipse here finished on Aatrox. I would have really liked Sundered Sky, but I hope we see that next. But now, Pina losing trades pretty hardcore. And Pina just getting assassinated. Gigi, just doing his buff, unperturbed. Interesting that Gigi decided to commit suicide when he saw his grub take aggro. The Viger is rotating, but we've got a 3-man encore. Stormwing is huge here. And Stardust is going to get annihilated. Waza manages to get the kill, but Pickle Waffle also getting a kill. Waza trying to find the Viger, not going to be able to. And this tank Viger is going to be a problem. 303, the Aatrox does die, but because Pina had died and Pina didn't have teleport, there was not much Pina could do. Training Force at least now finished for Viego, which is good. And we've got the Essence Reaver. I don't really agree with the Leandries here on the side of the Seraphine, but if it's like a one thing and then you go like Mandate, Redemption, you know, like defensive stuff, because you have a lot of magic damage already. Well, I mean, it's not bad. It's not like Viger's ever going to build Leandries, so having access to constant burn is pretty nice. I'm interested in seeing what this... Okay, so Pina's going to be able to get no plates. And instead, Pina's going to lose... the maximum dosage has come out. Okay, is Shishi going to take yet another kill? So we've traded 2 dragons for 6 grubs. And we kind of saw what happened last game. We've got... No, we do have Demolish proc. Okay, so first turret blood went to Caitlyn, which is good. A 2,000 gold lead for Blackwax, but that's what he had last game. We'll have to see if this Caitlyn is enough. Even with no grubs, Hellhounds are putting in a decent amount of work into this bot lane. Oof. Okay, Ghost Nation, not really enjoying his time in lane. Okay, the teleport being invested from Pina. But blue team has the Rift Herald. And it looks like we're going to summon the Rift Herald in the mid lane. But there's no wave. Okay. It's solid defense of the turrets by Hellhounds. Saving that mid outer was really important, and they managed to get a bot lane inner. But given the state of their solo laners, it's gonna be a little rough to see who's gonna push. Mundo is that far down alone. Unfortunately, he went Heartsteel over Warmogs first. And it doesn't look like he is going to be able to get a Warmogs because he has to get some magic resist. Well, tenacity at least before building an armor item. The Viger slowly working towards a def cap. The 2 items on Viger is going to be pretty big. Sejuani almost has a Canic Rookern. And once that is built, the Hui damage is really going to be nullified. But there's a shit ton of physical damage here. Hui working towards the Leandries really needs to be able to burn people down. Seraphine about 450 gold off of And yeah, that's about all the news that I need to bring here. We're going Sundered Sky here for the side of Aatrox, which is going to give a basically infinite sustain against this Mundo. Looks like we're positioning the fight, the Frail of the North, and Stardust is just going to get Starnated. Pickle Waffle finding some damage on the Caitlyn. Peanut's doing what he can, but forcing the flash from Black Wax. Ghost Nation just goes in. The ultimate from Black Wax isn't going to find anyone, and that just results... I mean, Pickle Waffle still has his teleport, so even though Pickle Waffle got chunked, it doesn't really mean much. We can just teleport back to the mid lane. There's no wave. Caitlyn almost gets hit by the beat drop, which could have been dangerous. And we finished the boost on Viger. Okay, Sejuani and Aatrox are doing the dragon. Oh, Stardust stealing that Hextech Dragon. Hextech Soul Point given to the side of Hellhounds. The momentum starting to shift back. The gold is about even. But this Aatrox is gonna be a problem, ladies and gentlemen. And not gonna lie, this Viger goes unchecked. And the Caitlyn positioning isn't amazing. Caitlyn's just going to die. Guys, if we examine real quick, that's 300 AP on a Viger that hasn't finished his death cap yet. So idealistically, it's gonna do a lot of work, but we'll have to see if DH is able to pull back the momentum. So far, they've been good at taking the dragons, but having lost both Herald and 6 Grubs, they're gonna start running low on turrets. Okay, everything was invested. Okay, the flash from Waza has to be invested here. So Stardust and Waza flashing. Everyone using their ultimates besides Pina. And the only thing that was gained was the ult. I mean, the ult from Aatrox is like 30 seconds cooldown. But hey, I mean, you got the combat ultimates from the side of Gaboubou. But right now, DH just don't really have the combat statistics to do much. We really need to see them scale a little bit harder. Is Stardust nearing his second item? No, Stardust is super far away from his second item. Well, Sejuani has... They have the same amount of money, but Sejuani has 2 full items. Okay, and this Caitlyn just not doing any damage to a Sejuani that just has steel cap, so... we'll have to see. So once Randuin's comes out and stuff, things are going to get harder for the side of Hellhounds. Armor stacking is going to be a real thing. There's already 2 pairs of steel caps on the Aatrox and the Sejuani. I believe Viger just has enough money to now finish his death cap. Leona and Viego were rotating to see if they could make a play because the turret's pretty low HP. Okay. Okay, the Aatrox sustain. Mundo Cleavers still do a decent bit of damage. Ooh, but that passive proc gonna be huge. Okay, the maximum dosage versus the world render. Top laners, they trained alts. Black Wax here and Waza finished important items with the Infinity Edge and the Leandri's Torment. So they're both on 2 items. Their carries are pretty big at this point, with Caitlyn having an almost 3,000 gold lead bot lane. But yeah. I mean, for now, Mundo doesn't really care about this bad Aatrox lane. But we'll have to see if this Aatrox can... If Aatrox can hit Caitlyn or Hui, then it's just kind of over. That's like the really important question. Is Black Wax and Waza's positioning are going to be super crucial. Alright. Gaboubou pushing in top lane. Waza going to be assigned to clear it. Mundo teleporting back. Oh, well, recalling. He's got about 1,400 gold. Probably going to get an armor. No. Probably going towards the Warmogs now. Aatrox with another component. Looks like we're pathing back bot lane. Aatrox going to pick up another tunneler. Probably going to go Stark's Gauge. But we've got 2 big items for the Viger, and he is deathless right now. Let's check in. He's got 450 AP. So logic dictates his ultimate can do almost 1,200 damage. We'll have to see what's up. What's up? Later on, we're positioning around for the Hextech Soul Point. Both mid laners do have teleport. A teleport invested by both Waza and Pickle. Pickle's going to make it a second earlier to the team fight. Is going to be impactful. The beat drop going to pop the pill from the Mundo. Zensei taking a lot of damage. But we've assassinated Waza, and now Stardust. Stardust is dead. There's no jungler, but they managed to kill the Aatrox.
The stage is yours. Feathers fly.
Caitlyn's gonna barely live by the skin of her teeth. Ooh, and Pickle Waffle getting a nice flash Q snipe. The primordial evil. The phenomenal evil. Gonna be enough. Viger summoning bombs to help his teammates. And what a blunder from the side of DH. So that's going to be the dragon stacking stopped by Gigi. While they did kill the Aatrox, Aatrox was there to stop the team from peeling for Waza. Waza just got assassinated by this Viger, who now has a gold lead. We're starting to get stuff on the Xayah, and Xayah just scales pretty damn well into the late game. 50% crit already, 2 crit items to go, and then she's going to be a real threat. Zensei has to be careful. Pina invests a teleport. He's going to take a lot of damage. Gonna get pulled back, and Pina's just dead here. And they wanted to give the money over to Ghost Nation, but Pina's not really worth any money. The gold lead has collapsed, and that is Baron pressure completely. The ultimate coming down onto Ghost Nation to do a bit of chip damage. The ultimate from Sejuani, not going to find anybody, but Stardust forced to flash away. The Sejuani going to die. The encore for Zensei. Okay, Gaboubou are just blundering at this point. They really overextended after missing the Sejuani ultimate. That was pretty bad, and it looks like it's going to be a free Baron. A free Baron given to DH, the Delirious Hellhounds, for free. Okay, so it feels like we're watching NA versus, like, Gam versus Mad. It's just froze after froze after froze after froze. At least here we're able to start incrementing a bit of a gold lead. The fact that Waza remained untouched throughout this team fight was really big. Pickle Waffle being forced to use his Zonias early too. Not much the Pickle Waffle could do, but he is getting 20 gold every time he lands a Q on Mundo when his finger's up. Yeah, Viger is a big problem. They are noticing that. But the Xayah not being able to do much in this team fight. Let's see, Aatrox still working on stacks. Mundo still working on a second item. Pina forced to use a maximum dosage just to run away, but gonna get knocked up. Okay. Okay, but with Baron, the turret taking pressure by Caitlyn is really good. We've got to be careful. Almost have a Zona's Hourglass here for the Vigar. But Pickle Waffle looking to find an angle. If we find an angle onto Black Wax or Waza, normally the team fight is just one. But there's 2 cannon minions threatening this turret. Zensei going to be shot by the ace in the hole, but Gigi's going to cover it. Apologies. Okay, looks like Stardust is going to get caught. Forced a Heartbreaker away. Yeah, Gigi not really taking much damage. The beat drop connecting onto Leona. But as Caitlyn does a decent amount of damage to buildings, if she had grubs, that turret would be gone. But that's what makes it so hard. They have Baron, but they don't have champions that really want a siege, and they don't have grubs. Okay, looks like we're positioning for another chance at this Hextech Soul. Looks like we're putting defensive vision, trying to maybe catch a trap. Okay. We're committing a lot onto a Gigi, but it's doing a lot. The Encore's gonna land on 4 people with a double beat drop. The Vigar cage is gonna do some work, but unfortunately, Gaboubou kind of just running it at this point. They're down 5,000. Oh, sure. Yeah, as we can see, the 3 items both for the mid lane, but there's almost 4 items for the 80 carry of Hellhounds, and only 2 items for Ghost Nation. Canadian Whale has to be careful. This Aatrox does hurt. But yeah, it's the Ethereal Chains aren't going to connect. Viego's going to solo the Hextech Soul. And that's just, yeah, that's Soul for the side of DH. We got 3 items here on the Sejuani, but unfortunately, if there's no follow-up, it looks like we're going Blackfire Torch of the Seraphine. I really don't agree with that. Okay, we've got the Bramble Vest here built for Leona. Okay, everyone got their backs in. Okay, it looks like... Okay, Gigi securing blue for his team is good. Yeah, this Aatrox, while it's like is 2,000, like 2,200 gold ahead, unfortunately just hasn't been able to find a mark on the Black Wax or Waza lately. And Pina now kind of building back up that gold lab. He's down an item, but he's got so much HP, it kind of just doesn't matter. Okay, we've got the maximum dosage because it's a rather low cooldown. But, yeah, Viego up 3 levels on, okay. Zensei getting caught. The Encore going to catch 3 people, but it's not going to matter. The Hextech Soul really putting a lot of work for this Mundo. Okay, looks like that's going to be... No, the wave clear. There's too much wave clear here. But Zaya doing what she can to defend the wave. Turret's going to be taken, though. It looks like Baron is up. We've got a proc. A demolished proc. And Waza and Pina are going to be taking another turret. Okay. Looks like a Blighting Joke comes in for Waza. And we've got a Baron start here for Hellhounds. Gaboubou with a great game 1. Sorry, a bad game 1, a great game 2. We're going to see a flash baby cage. Stormwing chunked to like 20% at the start of the team fight. But one passive hit is enough. He gets on the Caitlyn. Unfortunately, he's just not going to find enough. But he's not dead yet. We've killed Stardust. We've killed Canadian Whale. But we've traded our 80 carries for their front line. Alright, Black Wax putting in work. But Pickle Waffle does a lot of damage. Okay. Caitlyn trying to finish that 5th item. Huh? Okay, Black Wax. Oh, I guess he was waiting for his teammates to take the blue buff. So that both Mundo and Pina could have it. Sorry, Pina and Stardust could have it. Okay, we get the Mash Eyes here for Waza. We'll have to see if it's enough, because that's a lot of money invested that could have maybe just been a Void Staff or a Cripplum. Looks like we want to get a Void Staff here on the side for Vigar. And Sejuani going to Thornmelt, probably getting a Randuin's here for Aatrox. The Ace in the Hole going to connect onto Zensei. Okay, Stormwing kind of just trolling, taking a ward. Could have easily ran away, but that's gonna give up a lot of the pressure. Flail of the Great North is gonna slow down Stardust, but not gonna see much outside of that. We've got an Elder Dragon here in a minute. Unfortunately, the biggest problem without Baron Nashor, the siege power that Hellhound's team has is little to none because they don't have grubs. So, yeah. DH Gaboubou Fro. Pretty hardcore. Stormwing has really bad positioning these past few team fights. I mean, Pickle Waffle doing what he can, but it's hard to win a fight 4v5. Okay, we've got the Blast Cone to get everyone closer to the pit. The Elders in 10 seconds, trying to secure some vision control. Okay, Waza gonna connect the Thunderbolts. Oof, the Infected Cleaver going to slow everyone down. Mundo popping the Ghost, popping the maximum dosage, just trying to get in. Waza going to get assassinated, and where's his Vigar? Yeah, and you fight without your mid laner. And Black Wax just goes off because there's no one to kill the 80 carry. And that's an ace for Hellhounds. Almost throwing the series, but coming back gracefully here in game number 5 after what was a really rocky early game. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is going to conclude our stream for tonight. I want to thank everyone for watching. Make sure to check out the Fallen Sanctum on YouTube. And we'll be back this Friday for DH Plume's Mamago match. We also have Saturday DH Yuzu and Sunday DH Blossom. So look forward to it. Mark your calendars. And yep, I don't know. This is my first time casting Gaboubou, and I'm not impressed. It's unfortunate. But that's going to be that, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for joining me tonight. And as always, we'll see you guys next stream. Hopefully you guys liked the stream improvements that we made. And I feel like they were decently better. The quality of the gameplay, the new overlay and stuff that I have. Hopefully things are nice. New Summoner's Rift map looks great. But yeah, that's going to be the end of my stream. Thank you guys for joining, and we'll see you.